between conventional machining and non-conventional machining. Before starting to this, looking at this difference between these two machining process, first we will see what is meant by manufacturing process. So this manufacturing process is divided into two groups, that is primary manufacturing process and secondary manufacturing process. In primary manufacturing process, we are providing basic shape and size to the material without removing any material in the form of chip like casting, forming, powder metallurgy. These are comes under primary manufacturing process. In secondary manufacturing process, we are providing final shape and size with the tighter control on the dimensions, surface characteristics, where we are removing the material with the help of cutting tool, with or without the help of cutting tool. So this material removal process is divided into two groups, that is conventional machining process and non-conventional or non-traditional manufacturing process. So conventional machining process are turning, drilling, milling, shaping, broaching, slotting, grinding. These are comes under conventional machining process. In non-conventional machining process like abrasive jet machining, ultrasonic machining, water jet or and abrasive water jet machining, electro discharge machining. These are the some non traditional machining process or non conventional machining process. As we see, in conventional machining process, we are removing the material or new surface we are getting when we apply the feed motion to the tool, and with the application of cutting forces we are removing the material from the workpiece to get the new surface, and this material removed in the form of chip. So there we are getting contact with the surface with the application of cutting tool to get new surface. But in non-conventional machining, whatever final requirement or final process, there we are not making any contact with the workpiece. We are keeping the workpiece with some distance, and with the application of abrasive particles or laser beam we are removing the material from the workpiece. So in conventional machining we are getting the chips which is formed, and non conventional machining we are not getting any chips which are formed. Again, in conventional machining, tool wear is taking place. Why? Because in conventional machining we are getting contact type of machining process, that the cutting tool is applying the force to get the new surface. So there, with the application of force, the tool may wear out. But in non-conventional machining we are not getting any tool contact with the workpiece, so the wear will not get. So this, now you can see the cutting tool like this, and it is making contact with this workpiece. So with the application of force we are getting crater wear, built up edge which will be formed on cutting tool, this flank wear, and fracture will be taking place. So tool wear will be taking place whenever we are doing the operation by using conventional machining. Now in non-conventional machining we are getting precise and accurate tools. Now what we are getting, earlier in conventional machining we are changing the shape of workpiece using the tool material, but in non-conventional machining we are getting the final shape or the workpiece, either hole or any other shape, without contact with the workpiece. So the wear will not take place, and due to less wear and quality of the surface we can use this tool again and again. So in non-conventional machining we can use precise and accurate tools. As we see, in conventional machining there is a contact with the workpiece will take place. So due to this contact, what we are getting, the noise, the force which is generated, due to that force the noise will be generated. But in non-traditional or non-conventional machining, as there is no contact, so we are not getting any noise pollution. But in non-conventional machining, the tools are very expensive, because the tools which are used, these are accurate and precise tools, either they are not making any contact. So we have to make the tools very precisely and accurately. So to manufacture or to get the quality of that precise and accurate tools, that's why in non-conventional machining the tools are costly than the conventional tools. Non-conventional tools have complex setups and hence require skillful operation by expert workers. As you can see, the this setup for the non-conventional tool, where this setup you can see the complex setup is there, and for operating this complex setup, the skillful or expert workers are required. But in conventional machining, either you can use unskilled worker or skilled worker to get the desired shape and size. And spare parts of conventional machines are easily available, but not for non-conventional machining. So these are the parts for CNC machine. This can be easily available in the market, and if the some parts are damaged due to application while doing the machining, then we can maintain easily. But in non-conventional machining, we are designing with the specific purpose, so we have to again manufacture that tools or any other uh, parts which is damaged. So these are spare parts are difficult to available. Again, one important point is that extremely hard materials can be cut easily with the help of non-conventional machining. But for conventional machining, raw material should be less hard than the cutting tool. So in conventional machining, the cost is in terms of tool wear and loss of quality, because the tool which is used, that should be the tools which we are using in conventional machining, that should be hard than the workpiece material, so that for the room temperature or while doing the machining operation, that will not be wear out. But if you want to machine that is hard material, that is Inconel 718 or titanium, for that we can use this non-conventional machining. So without contact we can machine that surface of the hard material, and it can be easily machined. So you can see this extremely hard materials we can easily machine by using this non-conventional machining process. And non-conventional machines can handle very complex job as compared to the conventional machining. So if any complex job which we want to manufacture, for conventional machining there will be limitation, but for non-conventional machining we can manufacture this complex job easily. In conventional machining, the material removal takes place due to application of cutting force. When we apply a cutting tool on the workpiece surface, when we provide the feed motion and speed motion, so the material removal is taking place whenever the cutting forces is applied by the cutting tool on the workpiece surface and the material removed in the form of chip. So there we can get the new surface, and whenever we are getting this new surface, there is a possibility that the good surface can we get, but there is a rare possibility. But this material removal is taking place due to cutting forces. But in non-conventional machining, it is utilize other forms of energy. These are the three main forms of energy can be used by this non-conventional machining process. that is thermal energy, chemical energy or electrical energy. And in conventional machining, whatever the chip formation we are getting due to shear deformation, so this macroscopic chips we can get. But in non-conventional machining, the material removal may occur with formation of chip or even no chip formation will take place. Like in abrasive jet machining, the chips are microscopic size, but in electrochemical machining, the material removal occurs due to electrochemical dissolution of atomic level. As we see, in conventional machining, we are getting the chips which are formed, so that we are getting the scrap and more wastage of material is taking place. In non-conventional machining, there is no formation of chips, so we are not getting more wastage of the workpiece material. Like less scrap we are getting due to no chip formation. So if you seen another important difference, that the conventional machining we are getting the lower accuracy and lower surface finish, but in non-conventional machining we are getting higher accuracy and better surface finish. And it is suitable, non-conventional machining is suitable for every type of material economically, but for non-conventional machining it is not suitable for every type of material, as we consider economical. As we are getting tool wear in conventional machining, so tool life is less, but in conventional machining the tool life is more. And more important, the capital cost in conventional machining is lower, as in non-conventional machining we are getting the complex setup, so it requires higher capital cost. So this machining process we can divide into traditional machining and non-traditional machining process. So in traditional machining, again, for the cutting process, if you want to provide a circular shape, process comes under turning, boring and drilling. And if we require various types of shape, that is we can provide by using milling, planing, shaping, broaching, filing, gear forming, gear generation. And in non-traditional machining, which using three different types of energy, that is chemical energy, electrical energy and thermal energy, like chemical machining, electrochemical machining, electrochemical grinding, electrical discharge machining, laser beam machining, abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, plasma beam machining, ultrasonic machining. So in today's session we have seen what is meant by conventional machining and non-conventional machining, what is its major difference between these two. From the next video we are going to see each non-conventional machining process, that is how this operate, what is the principle behind each non-conventional machining process, that we are going to see one by one. If for more updation, if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and stay connected. Thank you very much.